zeroed in,
like,
lasered in.
I'm feeling anxious because y'all are staring at me and I'm just
Everyone look away. Everyone look at the city.
why? What's happening? I think we need like a little bit of a
That fluoride stick.
Stop.
we need a little pick me up.
Yeah.
We'll pick me up, Andrea.
I don't think anyone can pick me up.
Nick, you ready? All right.
I'm out of here.
Let's gonna start dancing.
Good morning. That's not loud enough. Damn it.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I was messing with y'all. The special guest is not Fernie. We love Fernie.
Fernie.
We appreciate you being in town, and he's going to go over some important stuff too. But I want to welcome to our office Mr. Chad Goldwasser, who you all know, kind of, sort of.
You guys are amazing. Thank you.
A few words for y'all, and
Do you mind turning that off?
yeah, absolutely.
I don't mind like this, but it's blinding me. All right. How cool.
That's super cool.
You know, God has blessed my life so much. It's amazing. And, you know, I get a lot of shit about TNT. That's Michael Robbins and Tony Scott on cocaine. Other things. But at that time, it was 2007. And when I was 23, I got into the real estate business. And I met a gentleman that mentored me and changed my life. Like, changed my life. And 9 years later, in 2007, when I made that video, I had just walked across the stage for a company called Keller Williams as their #1 agent worldwide, 90,000 agents. And I'm not telling you this to brag because I lost everything after that. But that was what I was feeling. And I started speaking around the country, and people would ask me, you know, what is it? Where's the key? And I would tell them massively positive energy and an incredible attitude. And they would be like, no, seriously, what is it? And I would tell them, I can teach you anything about real estate, but if you don't get that, you'll never reach your potential. And that's the truth, you know. And you guys here at EnviroSmart Pest Control have the ability to impact everyone around you and build this business and make it bigger and better and build your life and feel better about who you are by impacting people for no reason, just because it's what we should do. And when Cameron DM'd me a couple of months ago and shared with me that you guys had watched my video and asked me to come here, I said, I'm going to be gone for a while, but yes, I would love that. And then he DM'd me again, and then I started speaking with Blair. And I just want you to know, I'm grateful to be here. I'm grateful to you guys for allowing me to share with you a little bit. So, what did I mean by energy and attitude? So, first, I want to tell you how I developed that, okay? When I was 23, I was a bartender. I had no college degree, and I had a goofy childhood. Lost my father when I was 14, was drinking and, you know, doing other fun stuff. But I felt I was going to be successful. And at 23, I was introduced to something that changed my life. And I was introduced to that by my mentor, James Willoughby. He gave me a book, and he said, 30 Days to Success, follow this book, or you're fired, basically. But every day I woke up, I had to go through 25 affirmations, and I had to say them out loud 4 times. And I was like, what the hell am I doing this for? And then I had to write in a notebook 25 times every single day for 30 days. I will enjoy success through selling 4 homes per month. Writing in a notebook for 30 days. And I was like, what the hell am I doing? And then I had to visualize myself for 10 minutes, successful, writing contracts, receiving checks. And I didn't know why, but I did it. And I kept shifting the way I thought. And so I want to share with you 27 years later at the age of 50 what my morning starts with every day. Because I will tell you this, there is nothing that has changed my life more than the way that I think and the way that I think about others. So, yeah, repeat after me, okay? Just play with me. Repeat after me, okay? I love myself. And I'm the best person God created me to be. I am getting stronger and better every day. I am an amazing person. I act with courage and boldness in all my endeavors. I believe in myself and my goals and my dreams. I am choosing to think positive. I am capable of greatness every day. I am proud of who I am. I am making a difference. I have confidence and belief in who I am. I accept who I am. Today is an awesome day. And I will positively impact the lives of everyone I touch. That's a few of them. Yeah. I can't tell you the difference it's made. Because a lot of people walk around this world with doubt, fear, anxiety, worry, negativity. And when you are out there doing your job, you have the power to impact the people and give them something that they don't get a lot, which is a smile and a positive feeling about themselves, you know? Money, cars, houses, my wife, my children, all of that is awesome. But what fills my soul is helping lift others up. And when I got to number 1 with Keller Williams, when I said massively positive energy and incredible attitude, what I meant was because of what I believe and how I train my mind, people are drawn to us when we have positive energy. Have you ever been around someone that's real negative and you're like, oh God, leave. But when I walk into Starbucks or 7-Eleven at 5 a.m. in the morning and Daniel's there behind the counter and I am already kind of excited because I've done my prayers, I've done my meditation, I've gone through my affirmations, and I'm able to impact him just in a little way. We're friends now. He works at 7-Eleven. You never know when Daniel is going to meet someone, or when Daniel wins the lottery and needs to buy $1 million house, right? We don't know. So my goal and my wake-up thought every day is it's an awesome day and I'll positively impact the lives of everyone I touch. And I don't do it just to make money anymore. Like that's when Chad 2007, TNT, that's what he was doing that for, you know. He wanted to make money, be famous, be wealthy, Now, I love who I am, just for who I am. And people sense it and feel it, and that's going to impact your business. And you may think, well, I'm just spraying a house for pests, but you might be the next Blair if you impact and influence your mind and yourself in a way that allows you to rise up and be a leader. So, attitude. Energy is one thing, right? People can feel energy. Would you agree? Say yes.
Yes.
Yeah, people can feel it. And I have to calm mine down sometimes. Because my wife's like, Jesus Christ, settle down. But it's powerful and it attracts others. And when I walk in to see Daniel in the morning, we can have an impact. Attitude. Our attitude. This is by a gentleman named Charles Swindoll. He said, the longer I live, the more I realize the impact of attitude on life. It is more important than the past, than education, than successes, and what other people think, say, or do. It is more important than appearance, giftedness, or skill. It will make or break a company. The remarkable thing is we have a choice every day regarding the attitude that we embrace for that day. We cannot change our past. We cannot change the fact that people will act in a certain way. We cannot change the inevitable. The only thing we can do is play the one string we have, and that is our attitude. I am convinced that life is 10% what happens to me and 90% how I react to it. And so it is with you. We are in charge of our attitudes. When I take a listing, or when I meet with someone that wants to sell their home, which I still do, or when I speak to people, I know they're going to list that home with me. I know that I'm going to have an impact on people. That's my attitude. I believe in myself. And not in a cocky or arrogant way, but in a way, I believe I am one of the best agents on the planet. That's my belief. It's not arrogance, because I care about people and I love people, and I have dedicated my life to becoming the best at what I do. I've dedicated my life. My son was in the car with me. He's 20 years old. He's awesome. His name's Aiden. I have 3 children, 22, 20, and 17. Sammy. I got to watch her play lacrosse last night. It was awesome. And Aiden, my 20-year-old, was in the car with me about 6 months ago, and he said, I was talking to a client, I got off the phone, and he goes, anyone in here have 2 children? Okay. And he said to me, he goes, Dad, you're really good at what you do, aren't you? And I said, I never wanted to be good. I never wanted to be great. I wanted to be fucking legendary. I wanted to be the best there ever was. Not just for the money, or the fame, or the power, or any of this stuff that the world says is important. For me. And that attitude and that belief, when you believe in yourself, people will pay big money and travel hundreds of miles to watch someone else believe in themselves, because it helps them to believe in themselves. And when people believe in themselves, they can do great things with their lives, not just monetarily or financially, but they can have an impact on the world. And we need people like that. So our attitude. What's the number one thing here that they talk about with you about what you do? Anyone? What's something that you've gotten from this company? Customer service. Okay. What is customer service to you? What does customer service to you mean?
Just taking care of the customer.
Okay.
Making sure they're happy.
Okay. What else?
Your attitude towards someone, the way you interact with them, your facial expressions, like just like you said, the energy that you give off.
Yeah.
Between 2 people.
Yeah.
Constantly building that.
Yeah. Does anyone ever piss you off? Someone was pissing me off yesterday. I said, yes, I will gladly do that. When what I really wanted to say was, Jesus, give me a fucking break. Serving other people. I was a bartender at Trudy's restaurant in Austin, Texas when I was 23. I worked in restaurants from the time I was about 15 years old. And I learned about service there. I learned about the power of service there. And what it can do for you. Because I would make sure the drinks were good, that the energy was right, that the music was good, that the ashtrays were clean. This is before your time. You could have ashtrays in a bar. And that the people had fun, because then they would bring people back. And that's what people are gonna do when you serve them here. They're going to say, hey, what's your name?
Julian.
Julian. They're gonna say, hey, Julian was just here and he was awesome. I just wanna let you know, Blair, great service. And then they're gonna tell their neighbors. And all of a sudden you're gonna be serving 20 people around their house, okay? I live in Circle C Ranch, which is a neighborhood of 5,000 homes. And 22 years ago, when I moved there, I started farming the neighborhood. And what I mean by that is, in real estate, first of all, everything in business is about lead generation, okay? When people say, I always ask people, what's the number one job of a real estate agent? It's lead generation. It's getting on the phones, it's talking to people, it's networking, it's meeting Daniel, it's lead generation. And when I get a lead, when I get an opportunity, and I serve those people at the highest level, they come back and they tell their friends. And in Circle C, I started farming. I did mail outs to the neighborhood. I started knocking on doors when I was 27 years old. I had taken a small section of Circle C, 400 homes, and I did an 8x8, 8 mail outs over 8 weeks. And 3 weeks into it, I went out and I started knocking on every single door, and I just said, hey, I'm Chad Goldwasser, I'm your neighbor, and I'm in the real estate business. If you ever need help buying or selling real estate, let me know. And I took over that portion of the neighborhood the next year. I sold 30% of the listings. And the neighborhood's 4,500 homes, now 5,000, 4,500 at the time. So I said, I'm gonna do the whole neighborhood. And I had 2 agents working with me at the time, and they said, I said, listen guys, I'm gonna do an 8x8 mail out, and then we're gonna go knock on 4,500 doors. And they were like, are you fucking nuts? Excuse my language. They're gonna think you're desperate. And I said, I don't give a shit what they think. I'm gonna take over the neighborhood. And they would not come with me. And for 6 months, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, from 4 p.m. until 7 p.m., I went and I knocked on doors in that neighborhood until I had knocked on over 4,000 doors, and I took over that neighborhood. And people know me there. And I sell a lot of homes there. And it pays the bills well. But the point is, I serve people there well, and people know it. So your service is in everything you do. I love when the AC guy shows up at my house and he's like, hey, how you doing? There's a different way. Service isn't just, did we do the job right? Service is, did we walk away from that interaction with that human being with them feeling great about the experience? You know what my goal is with every single client that I work with? At the end of the transaction, I want them to be sad. I want them to be sad that they're not going to have me in their life every day. I want them to feel such a positive experience that they come back and that they tell other people about it. It's infectious. And yes, I have bills. And money is fun to have. But those people, when they leave my presence, feel better. That's my goal with every interaction. And this morning when I woke up and I said to myself, it's an awesome day. I will positively impact the lives of everyone I touch today. Guess who I was thinking about? You guys. So I hope I've done that. I don't want to take any more of your time, but I want you to know that I'm very grateful and thankful to you and you for allowing me to share some ideas with you, and I hope that they sink in, because my life is better because of these things. So.
Talk about the stuff that he's talking about. It's very powerful, and we all know this with as many people as we see every single day. And he's talking about making positive impacts on people's lives. I mean, how many apartments do we walk into every single day?
A lot.
100 or something. That's the 100 different people.
Multifamily is what you guys focus on.
Mm-hmm.
I studied you a little bit, and your communicate. We communicate. That's your first seemingly core value. We communicate. So we communicate well. I always tell people, I want to stun people when they call. Because in real estate, there's 14,000 real estate agents in the city of Austin, and people call all the time like, oh, I saw your house on 25 Johnson Street. What's the price? I always tell my agents I want to stun them. Stun is an acrostic. S stands for smile. When I answer the phone, I smile. Hey, thanks for choosing Pure Gold Realty. This is Chad. T, 10,000 megawatt energy. U, USP, unique selling proposition. What sets you apart? And then N is never let them go without asking for the business. So I want people to be kind of, I don't want to be like, hey, it's Chad Goldwasser, Pure Gold Realty. How you doing? I just want them to feel, wow, this guy's different, because that helps me to do more business. Communicate. We communicate. How do you communicate? Are you communicating as well as you could? Communication is key to me. Pricing is all inclusive. You know, hey, everything we do, it's all inclusive. Are you sharing that? Are you letting people know? Our system is effective and consistent. Systems are key. Being consistent and effective is key. These are great values that you have. And then multifamily is all we do. I love this stuff, so.
We always talk about systems here, so it's crucial.
I do have a question.
Yes.
So like, I know like when you wake up and you decide to have a good day, you know, it's easy to go into it with that attitude. But like, how do you get yourself out of like a bad attitude when you're having like a bad day? Like yesterday, you were pissed off. Like, how did you get through that mindset?
I only get pissed off for seconds. Here's what I've learned in life, okay? I have bad emotional moments. I get sad, depressed, angry, but they pass. And if I'm being totally honest with you, I used to use things to get through those feelings, and I gave that up, and I realized feelings and emotions only last moments, and things are gonna get better, you know? So, a thought for you is, when you're in one of those moods or in one of those places, I just repeat to myself several times, I'm the best at what I do. I'm the best at what I do. I'm the best at what I do. And then I shift my attitude.
Okay. I like that.
But you're gonna go through shit.
Oh yeah, for
Life
sure.
is difficult.
And we, you know, like Chad was saying, we deal with negative people throughout the day, and how you let that affect you is a lot of times how much grace you give that person and allow them to take that from you. So having that positive impact, you can sometimes change their attitude, their moods. So, you know, that's something we can do with all these interactions that we have with people, is just having that positive impact. And if they don't feel it, or if they're in a bad mood, okay, I'm not gonna let you steal my joy. On to the next, to take care of those customers the best you can.
Oh my God, we don't know what other people are going through. We don't. Anyone ever been to you like, let me share with you real quickly. I'm going to a listing appointment, this is about 8 years ago, and I get there and she wants to meet at 12 o'clock. And she doesn't tell, and she said, I don't have a cell phone and my house is vacant that I'm meeting you at, so there's no phone there. I'll see you at noon. And I get there and it's in a gated community, and she didn't give me the gate code. And I'm like, holy shit, what am I gonna do? And so I stop at the gate finally, because I'm waiting for someone to come out, and no one's coming out. So I stop at the gate, there's a door, and I open the door and I start running down the road to get to this appointment at noon. It's now 11:59. All of a sudden I see someone coming back and going out, so I run back to the car and I jump in the car and I get there and it's 12:03 and I walk up to the door. You're late. Yeah, I know. I just look at the house. I'm like, oh, I'm not getting this listing. And I walk around the house and I go sit down with her and I'm like, you know, here's how I sell a home. She's like, it's fine. Give me the paperwork. You're a good Jewish boy. I'm not Jewish. I was like, that day I was. It was $1 million house. She had just lost her daughter 2 weeks prior to cancer. And she opened up to me after that. And so we never know what people are going through. And we can make a difference for them. So remember that. When people are rude to you, it's not because of you necessarily. It's a reflection of maybe something that's going on in their life. Hey, I am here at EnviroSmart Pest Control in Kyle. They gave me the great opportunity to come and share some ideas with them. Awesome pest control company. If you ever need their help, how can they reach you? Hold on, I'm going to share with you Blake. These are all the sweet people that I'm getting to speak with today. Say hello.
Hello.
Lord.
Hello.
Yeah, that's Blair. He's the one that gave me the opportunity to come. How can people reach you if they need pest control?
EnviroSmartPest.com.
Awesome. EnviroSmartPest.com. And if you ever need to buy or sell real estate, Chad Goldwasser, Pure Gold Realty. Have an awesome day. Thank you. Appreciate you guys. If I can ever be of help, you can find me on Instagram. You can find me on Facebook. You can find me under Pure Gold Realty. And I appreciate you guys very much.
Appreciate you.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.
All right.